again, and today I wanted to show you some of my collection of cotton yarns from hobiumyarns.com, and I'll leave a link in my description box below to let you know if you want to go check them out. They have lovely yarn, not just cotton yarns, but they have many different kinds for pretty much any project, and they are really great friends of mine, and they have really inexpensive yarns that can be delivered to your home within about 2-3 days worldwide via DHL. So I wanted to go over some of my favorite yarns from them so that you can kind of see how they look and the different weights of the yarn and the thickness and the thinness. So these are the yarns that I really like. This is Cartopu Organica, which is very similar to Catania, if you're familiar with that. It's almost exactly the same, has a sheen. This one is 100% cotton, and each ball contains 50 grams, and it's about 125 meters. And the recommended crochet hook size is 2 to 2.5 millimeters, and for Amigurumi, I usually use a 2.25. Sometimes I use a 2.75. If your tension is tight, then you could go up a size, but that's about what I use. And then let's see here, I have Lamia Cottony, which is a wonderful yarn. It's 100% cotton as well, and it is considered a yarn weight number 3. Did I say the yarn weight for the Cartopu? The Cartopu yarn weight is also number 3, and the Lamia Cottony is really great. This one has a matte finish. This one has a sheen on it. This is also considered a light DK in yarn weight number 3. Each ball contains 50 grams and 120 meters. Now on this one, it does recommend a 3 to 4 millimeter crochet hook, and usually I use a 2.75, and I'll do the comparisons later. But I also have here the Lamia mercerized cotton. This is the XL version, and the XL version, let's see here. I don't have the information here, so let me try to find it really quick. But it has a lovely sheen, and it is 100% cotton. Let's see, I'm going to look up the information. It's quite nice. I do have to say that my favorite is more the Lamia Cottony because I like the matte look, but the colors on this is really great. So it's 50 grams and 95 meters, and it's also considered a DK weight. So with this one it says a 4 millimeter hook. And this one is Lamia Pastel Cotton, which is their Aran weight yarn. It's 100% cotton also, and a recommended hook size of 3 to 4 millimeters. Oh, I wonder if this is actually an Aran weight. But anyway, I think it would be very interesting to see the comparison of how thick the yarns itself is. So, but from all of these yarns, definitely the Cartopu Organica is the thinnest one. But I really love this yarn because the stitch definition is so great. But if you're new to Amigurumi, this is a bit thin, so it might hurt your hands or it might be hard to see. It might be a little bit tricky. Now the Lamia Cottony is a little bit thicker, even though it's in the same weight class. You can see right here that it is a bit thicker. I don't know if you can see. Let me move that like that. It's a bit thicker. Now sorry, I just shook my tripod. The Lamia XL mercerized cotton, I want to say it's about the same as the Cottony. It does feel like it's more loosely wound. So I recommend this for people that are maybe like into intermediate. You've been doing Amigurumi for a while, but the overall look of this is really nice. And the pastel cotton, which is comparable to say like paint box cotton in their Aran weight, and it's super soft. It's much thicker, this one. I usually use a 3.25 hook for this, and it is very fluffy and soft to the touch. So this one would be great for maybe like garments. Also good for amigurumi. Actually, all of these are good for amigurumi, but I just thought it would be interesting to have a look at the different yarns that they sell. So usually when I make maybe for like markets or dolls to sell, I tend to go towards the cottony because I like the matte look. Now, if I'm making something for a friend and their kids, usually for their birthdays, I tend to lean towards the mercerized cotton here, as well as the Cartopu Organica or the Catania, which they also sell, because they have a sheen, and usually children love like bright hues and things like that, and it's very shiny. I prefer the bat, but my friends' kids prefer bright, shiny colors, so usually I go for this. Now, if I'm looking to make something really big, say like my chubby bead that I have, it's really quite chunky. It's maybe, it's very squishy and big. I like to use the pastel cotton because it's already thick, and then because it's thick, the overall project is a lot bigger. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're looking to make something and you want to keep it relatively small and the stitch definition to be very, 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 very small and detailed, you want to use things that are thinner. But you have to keep in mind that the overall project will be smaller. Now, if you want something that has like a wow factor and then it's just big, you might want to use the pastel cotton, which is a thicker yarn. But if you want it to be even bigger, then of course you have to look for like the chunky yarns and things like that, but you have to keep in mind that it will use up a lot of yarn. But pastel cotton, generally when you make things, it'll be bigger, and then if you use the DK weights, then obviously it'll be a lot smaller. So I hope this was very helpful to you, and if you have any questions about Hobium yarns, their customer service is actually really great. They have really kind people working there and happy to answer any of your questions. You could send them an email. You could also find them on Instagram and send them a message, and they'll reply to you pretty quickly. And yeah, so the arrays of colors that they have in these different yarns, it's a lot. So if you're looking for something, you'll generally find the color that you're looking for. And sometimes, I mix and match with the yarns, but I try to keep it in the same category, so that way it looks seamless and looks more professional. I think, is that the word? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing, pressing the like button, and leave me a comment in the comment box below. And have a wonderful day. Bye.